I welcome you all to this gathering for this press conference. By the special grace of God, we shall land at the shore of success. Amen. 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 Let me just give you a brief test of this conference on the Oniru stool, the need for further development of Iruland. Gentlemen of the press, it has become imperative to voice out the position of the upright sons and daughters of Iruland on the succession process to the much respected stool of Oniru of Iruland, currently being discussed in the media. It is in this connection that I, Chief Saliu Adesegun, the Odofin of Iruland, hereby address this press conference on behalf of all the princess and other chiefs of Iruland. The stool of Oniru, as a first-class monarch, came into statutory recognition in 1994 after a history of more than 200 years as a chieftaincy family. Thus, the first Oniru of Iruland, our recently translated Oba Abiodun Idowu Oniru, ascended the throne and spent a period of 25 years on the throne. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Yeah. Thus, as at date, there has only been one Oba of Iruland in the history of the kingdom. Posterity was wonderfully nice to our deceased Oba, as His Majesty's reign brought unprecedented development, government recognition and presence, coupled with lots of personal prosperity to both indigenes and foreigners of Iruland. In addition, our ancient city has witnessed peace and harmony, which has made it the envy of its neighbors and the darling of investors. Now that it is time to nominate a replacement to the vacant stool of Iru, it is important to have in mind the need for continued progress and unhindered development in entrusting the leadership of our city to any prince. It is in connection with this that we, the chiefs and baales of Iruland, have resolved to back the nomination of Aremo Adesegun Oniru, the next Oniru of Iruland. We cannot afford, at this stage of our development, to allow some elements who have no contribution to the development of Iruland to take over the leadership of the city and reduce it to the vassal of some foreign investments. We cannot afford stifling of our development in the hands of individuals who have no knowledge of how we got there. It is with the distinguished cooperation and love of Aremo Adesegun Oniru that we recorded tremendous achievements in Iruland under our deceased monarch. It was Aremo Adesegun Oniru that assisted in ensuring unprecedented infrastructural development in Iruland. He brought the whole family of Oniru together as a united force, in the absence of which it would have been near impossible to make the landmark progress we have witnessed in recent times. The Oniru family, within the last 75 years, has transformed our collective existence to the pride of all indigenes. The best favor we can do ourselves is to ensure continuity of this pace of progress and development. The late Oba was the father of Aremo Adesegun Oniru. It's not a sound argument to prevent the ascension of this noble son of the land. Aremo Oniru can legitimately succeed his father if development of our land is of any meaning to all. It is instructive to note that this is not an unusual practice, as the neighboring kingdom of Ikate land wisely did the same in no far a distance. I think you get me. Let me read that one again if you don't follow me. It is instructive to note that this is not an unusual practice, as the neighboring kingdom of Ikate land wisely did the same in no far a distance. In addition, the Adesegun ruling house, laying claim currently exclusively occupies the Ilashe royal seat, which is equally part of the Iru Empire. The charge that some individuals carried out some few days ago in the name of nomination of Oniru of Iruland, of someone who has no connection with our historical progress, is nothing but an unnecessary provocation which is better ignored to pave way for our continued peace and harmony. We, the principal members of Oniru family, have met together with all relevant baales of Iruland and have resolved to back the aspiration of Aremo Oniru as the next Oniru of Iruland. We therefore urge all true sons of Iruland to sheath swords and join hands with Aremo Adesegun towards further development of our kingdom. The statutory process for nomination has not been ignited in line with the established legal procedure. Hence, members of the public should ignore any charge being peddled as nomination for the stew. You get me there? The ownership of Iruland cannot be a subject of campaign, as videoed recently. It is a sacred institution that commands the highest respect and must not be subjected to any ridicule. Let us state that we are not unaware of the shenanigans of some external personalities to invade our territory under the guise of support for a willing stew. In the name of Almighty God and our forefathers, the move shall fail. We urge all to remain calm while the relevant institutions perform the roles under the law. We thank and appreciate the continuous leadership of our leader in the state, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governor of Lagos State, the deputy governor of the state, and all men of goodwill that mean well for Iruland. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for being here. Chief Sali Adesegun from the Adesegun ruling house. Thank you.